What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. And I'm your host, the Hot Five C. And I have guests with me today. It's awesome. Akamai himself. Akamai.
What's up, wrestling world?
What's your name?
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh-oh, that's a little confusing.
everybody knows.
That's a little confusing because I'm here too.
Mm.
Oh, differentiate. How do you say
Yeah,
that?
B and C.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Well, yes, we are the two ants, the two hot commodities. I think we should be tag team champions. We should come up with like a tag team. But instead of getting chips, we get all Randy Orton calls. You'd be happy about that. So yes, aside from our weird porn that we're talking about right now, you are checking out the Pro Wrestling Podcast where we cover all things WWE, AEW, TNA, all that good stuff. And we also cover the Attitude Years, which I grew up on and did too. And you could check out season 1 and 2 in the archives. We're currently recording season 3, which means we are in the year 2000 and we have made it to Judgment Day, which I think was a pretty decent show. I mean, it wasn't anything spectacular, but it sort of entertained me at least.
Yeah,
What about you?
it was good, and we had one good return I've been waiting on.
Hmm.
So
I kept
we'll get to
telling
that.
them, soon, soon.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Ooh, who is that?
Can't say it
You
yet.
can't say it yet. You want to save it for the end.
Yeah,
All right, because it's not. Because remember,
it's not the last thing.
it's not like we're 30 years past. Is
Yeah.
it 30? No, 2000 is like what? 20,
All right. Well,
like what, 23, 24 years?
finally, after months and months, the Undertaker has come back.
Oh shit. Were you expecting him? Like, did you like when they were doing like the different promos throughout, like with the girls and shit? Do you think it was
Uh,
him, or do you think it was something
a
else?
little bit, a little bit, but I wasn't 100% sure.
I thought you were gonna be able to tell. That's why I was like, oh fuck, they're gonna ruin it for him because they kept doing, you know.
Yeah, I didn't really get it till the promo came up when he was actually.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, we'll get there, but as we do with every month of the Attitude Year, we're going to cover the top 10 movies and songs from that specific month and possibly a couple of facts. Um, for May of 2000, there weren't too many facts. There were like a lot of things that happened, but nothing stood out to me. But one thing stood out to me, which is still implicated today, is that on May 6th, ooh, that's my former anniversary. Mm. On May 6th, Vladimir Putin became the president of Russia, and he's still president today. Isn't that crazy? I wonder how long ago. Is it 23 years? How long ago is 2000?
May of two,
We're in
it's
2025.
2025, 25 years.
Really?
Yeah.
That's something to think about. 25 years ago. Holy shit. I was 7. No, I think was I
You were
7?
born in 93.
Yeah.
So
My birthday's
94, 95,
October.
96, 97, 98.
I was not, no, I was not 9 2000.
Oh, I thought 2002.
No.
No, you were 7.
Okay. But I was probably 6, going to be turning 7. So when this came out, I was, you were old.
I um,
You were a freshman.
was 15.
Okay. Okay. Wow, is that weird thing? I always think about like what I was doing and
I
like
barely.
really. Oh gosh, I remember it. I have like a crazy fucked up memory though, so that's why I remember things. But I mean, listen, that was what 25
I
years
don't
ago.
remember a lot from this.
Yeah. Is it weird to think though that like 20 like I always thought it was weird when I hit 20 because I'm like, damn, I've been like on this earth for like over like 20 years at this point. Does it feel weird that like you were 15, 25 years ago? That's crazy. Gosh. Well, anyways, we're two old fucks, but we're still attractive and can still go. So that's important. Let's cover the top 10 movies, and you can let me know if you've ever seen them or your thoughts on them. So, number 10 for May 2000 is The Flintstones and Viva Rock Vegas. I saw that in theaters when it came in. I really remember this. I liked it. My grandma took me. And it's
Is that the one with Rosie?
no, that's the first one. The second one, they go to like Las Vegas,
Yeah.
and there's like the
I like
little
both.
the alien guys in this one. It was good. I liked it. I was listening.
I like.
Number 9 is Battlefield Earth with John Travolta, and it got like a 2.5 on IMDb. It's basically the year 3000, and like humans can't breathe. Breathe. Did I say breed? Humans can't breathe. Humans can't breathe. And John Travolta is like this alien looking character. And yeah, I've never seen it, but
Document.
oh yeah. Well. Uh, number 8 is Shanghai Noon. You ever saw that?
No.
With Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson. It says a Chinese man travels to the Wild West to rescue a kidnapped princess. After teaming up with a train robber, the unlikely duo takes on a Chinese trader and his corrupt boss. That guy's 6.6. Lucy Liu, Jackie Chan, Owen Wilson. Okay, I do too. Number 7 is Where the Heart Is. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's with Natalie Portman. It says a pregnant 17-year-old rebuilds her life after being abandoned by her boyfriend at a Walmart in Sequoia, Oklahoma. So this is the Walmart. Ever see this? It's like she like lives in the Walmarts. I never saw it. Was it good?
It's okay.
It got a 6.7. Stockard Channing is in it. Joan Cusack, Ashley Judd.
Oh,
I kind of want to watch it. I would love the old school shit. Okay. Number 6 is Frequency. I don't think I've ever seen that. This is with Dennis Quaid. And it says an accidental cross-time radio link connects father and son across 30 years. The son tries to save his father's life, but then must fix the consequences.
No.
Sounds good. 7.4. Dennis Quaid, Jim Caviezel, Sean Doyle, uh, Elizabeth Mitchell. Okay. All right. That sounds interesting. Frequency. Number 5 is U571. I don't think I've ever seen that. Matthew McConaughey, Bill Paxton. A German submarine is boarded by disguised American submariners trying to capture their Enigma cipher machine. 6.6. Harvey Keitel. John Bon Jovi's in it. Respect. That sounds interesting. Kind of, it's like about like a submarine thing. Yeah. Number 4 is Road Trip. I feel like that's a pop. It says like my brother. 4 college buddies embark on a road trip to retrieve an illicit tape mistakenly mailed to a female friend. Brecklin Meyer, Sean William Scott, Amy Smart, Anthony Rapp. Okay, is Tom Green? He's in it. I don't think I've seen Euro Trip, but I never saw Road Trip. I think Euro Trip is like the second. Number 3 is Dinosaur, which is a Disney movie. I never fully watched it, but I remember getting the McDonald's like little like puppet heads. 2 is Mission Impossible 2. Never saw any of them. I don't know. And number 1, what do you think is the number 1 for May 2000?
No.
Gladiator.
Oh.
Gladiator was number 1 during this time.
That's weird because probably like number 2 right now.
Yeah, isn't that weird the way time works?
Probably did.
Yeah, they came out on the same day. Click it. So those are the top 10 movies of May 2000. I kind of want to see Where the Heart Is. And I don't know, maybe Flintstones again. Gladiator I like to rewatch. But yeah, any of those movies that
And the Walmart.
Where the Heart Is. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the top 10 songs of May 2000. Number 10 is Try Again by Leah. Mhm. Number 9 is Bye 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 by NSYNC. Bye Bye Bye. Number 8, I really like the song Be With You by Enrique Iglesias. Number 7, Say My Name, Destiny's Child. Number 6, Everything You Want by Vertical Horizon.
That's a good.
Number 5, I Try by Macy Gray.
These are all good.
4, He Wasn't Man Enough by Tony Braxton. Number 3, Thong Song by Cisco. 2 is Breathe by Faith Hill. Let me see you breathe. The number 1 song of May 2000 is Maria Maria by Santana. Maria Maria. I like
That's a good song.
Yeah, those are a lot of good songs, man. That put a smile on your face.
I know.
Brought you back to 15 years old after Hanson. Well, I think they come back soon with her this time around, right? Is it later in 2000 or early in 2000?
I think
Wow, this is a shame. You're a Hanson person, man. You should know.
yeah.
This is a fucking injustice. Their number 1 fan that writes all the letters doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't know about
Puff Green, you remember when they made fun of Puff Diddy? They're like Pete Broccoli, or like they call him like something. They were calling him something. Anyways, so those are the top 10 movies.
And the whole thing.
Mhm. Yeah, so those are the top 10 movies and songs from May 2000, just to kind of give you a little sort of in-depth look at what was happening. Wow. So now we're going to get to what you came for, WWF Judgment Day, live in Louisville, Kentucky. We see the McMahon-Helmsley regime backstage, and they're bragging about what they plan to do tonight in their respective matches. We then see new WWF Hardcore Champion Gerald Briscoe backstage. He gets attacked by the Headbangers, but he's able to hold on to the belt. I don't really care about Gerald Briscoe being champion. He will defend it at King of the Ring, and we'll get there. But what do you think about Briscoe being the Hardcore Champion?
I think it's a little.
Predict?
Yeah, he should have been.
He should have been the Hardcore Champion. Gerald Briscoe's the fucking man. I heard that Gerald Briscoe was yeah,
Not like Maxie.
they say like you wouldn't want like even like now like fuck this. Which is like interesting because he's Gerald Briscoe, you know? His
Yeah.
character is such like a idiot.
I know
that
he
it's
was like whining to Triple H. Triple H.
Triple H. Yeah.
Oh, I want to slap him.
Gerald Briscoe.
X-Pac
X-Pac.
and Road Dogg.
Yeah,
And The Rock is looking for you.
that's right. You remember that. Gerald Briscoe, man, he was trying to help out the McMahon Helmsley regime. He didn't give a fuck what was going on.
He's one of McMahon's.
He sure is. Buttplugs. Our first match of the night, we have a 6-man tag as Rikishi and Too Cool take on Kurt Angle and the tag team champions Edge and Christian. Before the match, Edge, Christian, Kurt Angle come out and they put up like false, messed up teeth. They have banjos and the cowboy hats, and they're basically making fun of people from Kentucky. I like this whole
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. I like how they like just do this like stupid idiotic shit. Like the 5-second pose. It's all entertaining. It's all funny. And Kurt Angle, like he's like like a real Olympian. So to see him do this silly shit, it's like adds more to his character and more to him in general. So decent match. During the match, Grandmaster Sexay's pants fell down, which I thought was pretty notable.
And he was wearing tidy.
He sure was.
Like dorky.
He pulled those shits up real fast. He was like, damn, I should be wearing some boxes tonight.
He was sick.
He was all right. Rikishi hits a triple splash in the corner and gives Kurt Angle a stink face, which great to see. The end comes after Christian hits Rikishi with the ring bell. But Grandmaster Sexy ends up hitting a flying leg drop to the back of Edge, who was pinning Rikishi, allowing Too Cool and Rikishi to get the win here. Fun match to open the show. Really nothing too serious here. What'd you think?
Yeah, that was good. You know, it's always fun to see they're playing.
Um, and yeah, it was a good one for the faces.
For sure. I mean, not Kurt Angle's face because he had his face was in Rikishi's ass crack, but
Yeah,
everybody else had a pretty decent night.
he should have done like Edge and put a helmet on.
Yeah, that would have helped him. But,
Hurt Rikishi.
he should have used one of his three eyes intelligence.
He should,
What a fucking shame.
and that would have been shown his integrity and his intensity.
We see Shawn Michaels backstage. Michael Cole says people online are saying that Shawn Michaels is jealous of The Rock. Are you going to call it down the middle? HBK looks upset by this question. He just walks off, leaving us to wonder if Shawn Michaels going to screw over The Rock tonight. We have our second match, the WWF European Champion Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero, with his Mamacita China, defending against Perry Saturn and the light heavyweight champion Dean Malenko.
I hate Perry Saturn.
Yeah, Perry Saturn's got a fucked up eye. This is pretty much the implosion of the Radicals. They're all kind of doing their own thing right now.
Yeah.
This is actually a really good match. Eddie Guerrero looked really good. We see Eddie land a tilt-a-whirl Hurricane Rana as Dean Malenko. He being Eddie hits a Perry Saturn with a flying tornado DDT for a 2 count. Eddie hits Perry with a brain buster. Dean lands a back suplex and a flying splash for a 2. China hits Perry Saturn with a flower vase on the floor, and then China distracts Dean Malenko with roses, which Dean accidentally grabs the roses and hits himself with it, which is kind of weird. And then Eddie rolls up Dean for the win. After Eddie's win, he reveals there was a lead pipe in the vase. So Latino Heat getting some help from Mamacita again. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of their thing. You know, it's not out yet, but he lies and cheats and steals. And he's like kind of building up to that character, I guess.
Do you think Eddie Guerrero, like we know, what's that word called when in retrospect, like we know that he ends up becoming a WWE champion in 4 years from this. But watching this back, do you think he sort of like, if you saw this then, like, could you think he would have been a champion, or do you think he would have still been on that mid card?
I mean, it was hard to tell at this point, but he he made a name for himself pretty quick, and if you consider the other Radicals, I mean, he really was the best out of them. I mean, Chris Benoit was really good, but he had like no personality. Perry Saturn sucked. Eddie Guerrero was the most entertaining, and I think the best. So,
Well, what about Chris Benoit?
I said he was good too.
He was good too, but you think Eddie was
have-
still better?
Yeah, Chris Benoit didn't really have. He wasn't as great at promos and talking.
Weird talking about it.
Yeah, it's so.
As an adult, like you think about him being a murderer and shit, but like his wrestling's really good, so it's like you don't.
Yeah, he was great.
It's hard, like weird to put him.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's sad.
And he was champion the same time Eddie was, so it's like. We then see hardcore champion Gerald Briscoe. He's sneaking around the bathroom and he sees himself in the mirror and gets scared. He's trying to hide from everybody and hold on to that hardcore championship.
He's sleeping softly.
I would have too if I saw Gerald Briscoe. Next, we have the special no disqualification falls count anywhere match. Shane McMahon taking on the Big Show. Just some background. I was listening to Grillin' JR, which is JR's podcast. He was talking about Judgment Day leading up to it. And basically, Big Show, I guess, had like a hurt ankle or something, and he needed to be out for like a little bit. And so this match was kind of the way of like making Big Show like be out for a bit. And then after this, he ends up going to OVW. and then we won't see Big Show for a little bit. But Big Show, it's a lot of shenanigans because Big Show pretty much gets his hands on Shane McMahon, and then TNA come out and attack the Big Show. Big Show chokeslams Trish Stratus out of the ring onto TNA on the floor, which was cool to see. TNA run a crate into Big Show, and then Shane McMahon climbs the stage, and Bull Buchanan hits the Big Show with a nightstick from behind. Shane then pushes an electric cart onto the Big Show's leg, and then Shane breaks a cinder block over the Big Show's head, and Shane McMahon defeats the Big Show.
OVW was NXT, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Shane McMahon, Simba pins the Giant Killer. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it was a cool match, and like, obviously Shane wasn't going to beat him without him.
Mm-hmm.
So, it showed he had to, put a supposed 300-pound box on top of him.
Yeah. Yeah. They did Big Show justice, though. I mean, they pretty much, like, he was left to where, like, his leg was fucked up. He couldn't really get up. He's got a cinder block. It didn't look like, sometimes they make people get hurt and looks like really stupid, but you could tell the cinder block angle was like definitely gimmicked.
He had Bull Buchanan
fighting. Yeah. And Big Boss Man, TNA. He had it all.
Still holding this up.
Sure was. We see Joe Briscoe backstage again, and he wants to hang out with the referees until, the night ends so he can rest and hold on to the title. He falls asleep. The refs look like they're about to pin him. Briscoe wakes up. He gets pissed and leaves. So, again, we're following Briscoe throughout the night, trying to hold on to the title. We saw a Ho win the title, so why not a referee, right?
I thought they should have done it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
or we should have tried.
Maybe next time. Triple H talks to Shawn Michaels backstage, which makes us think, shit, is DX getting back together? Is Shawn Michaels going to help Triple H? We then have our Intercontinental Championship on the line in a submission match. Chris Jericho taking on the champion, Chris Benoit. This is their rematch from Backlash. This was probably like one of the better matches of the night. I really enjoyed this one. A lot of back and forth action here. Jericho lands a lion saw and applies the walls of Jericho across the ring ropes. Benoit hits Jericho with his knee brace and applies the crossface. And Chris Jericho doesn't tap out, but Jericho passes out, and Chris Benoit retains the Intercontinental title. What did you think of that match?
I liked the match, and Jericho's face now, and it made him look tough. Like he didn't tap out to Benoit, and he passed out. So, it did points for Jericho's character.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a good match. I like when these two go at it because they're similar.
They're both
good. Moving on, The Rock warns Shawn Michaels to call the match down the middle backstage. We then have our tables match, DX with Tori taking on the Dudley Boyz. And this match pissed me off. Both members must go through a table to win. Devon gets put through a table, then a Road Dogg. Gerald Briscoe comes out and helps Road Dogg out of the ring after the Dudley Boyz hit Road Dogg with a 3D through a table. Gerald Briscoe saves Tori from a table bomb. And then X-Pac hits an X Factor off the top rope to Bubba Ray Dudley through a table. So Tori did not get put through a table tonight. DX got the win after the Dudleys hit a 3D at Gerald Briscoe through a table.
Now, it might have looked like she went through a table, but she didn't.
Yeah, because she looks like hell.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I wish the Dudleys won, but what are you going to do?
What do you think is going to happen next?
Well, they're definitely going to go after them. And I definitely think Tori's going to get her ass put through a table. It's coming. Wow.
See.
I mean, hasn't she already?
No.
No?
We made it to our main event, the WWF Championship on the line, a 60-minute Iron Man match with special guest referee Shawn Michaels, the WWF Champion The Rock defending against Triple H with Women's Champion Stephanie McMahon-Helmsley, Vince and Shane McMahon. However, Triple H tells McMahon-Helmsley regime to leave before the match starts. This match kicked off right away. We see The Rock hit a rock bottom to Triple H, and Rock gets the first fall. We then see Triple H quickly able to get a fall. He gets like 3 falls after hitting a pedigree, and then I think like Rock gets counted out. All kinds of shenanigans happen. They're down to, I think it's like, what was the ending? I think it was like 3-5 or something. I don't know. Something like that. Um, Shawn Michaels attacks Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon when they come down to the ring. Rock hits a rock bottom of Triple H. Shane hits the Rock with a steel chair. And that's when the gong goes off. You hear like well, when we saw it live, it was American Badass. I think it was Kid Rock's theme song. When you watch it on Peacock, it's his like 2002 heel entrance, but it's the American Badass.
That's what you were saying during.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I thought they don't play American Badass.
No, they take it out because they don't want to have to pay Kid Rock.
Oh, that's crazy.
I know, it's so fucking. I hate that. They do that like some of my favorite shows. Like if they put shows on like The Hills, they change all the songs because they don't want to have to pay the singers every time someone watches it or buys it or whatever it is. So it kind of takes away the element, to be honest. But Undertaker shows up. He returns with his motorcycle. Undertaker chokeslams everyone. He grabs Stephanie by the throat, but she's saved. Uh, Undertaker then hits a tombstone to Triple H. Shawn Michaels sees this, disqualifies The Rock, which gives Triple H the advantage, and Triple H is the new WWF champion. Undertaker is back. He's pissed. The Rock is pissed. We have a new champion, Triple H. What did you think?
Well, it was cool to see the Undertaker come back, but it sucked because, uh, even though they all had it coming, Shawn Michaels had to count that as a disqualification for The Rock, and an Iron Man match that gives him the upper hand. So
I guess the question would be, do you think Taker meant to screw over The Rock, or do you think it was an accident?
no, but I don't think The Rock really cares. I think The Rock is going to be pissed, and it's going to lead to a feud with the Undertaker.
Okay. Well, yes, we've come to the end of Judgment Day. Our next pay-per-view will be June, King of the Ring 2000. What do you think is going to happen the upcoming weeks leading up to the pay-per-view? And what do you think will be the main event?
I don't know. Maybe a triple threat with The
Okay.
Rock, Triple H, and the Undertaker. Um, I'm also curious. I don't think we see any more Shawn Michaels for a while, but I'm curious to see if we do see a little bit of him more.
Who do you think will win King of the Ring?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who's in it.
Okay. Yeah, they haven't done the matches yet, the qualifying.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Well, I know what happened, so I'm not going to tell you what I think. But the main event's okay. You'll have to see what happens, how it plays out. But you, as well, listening, have to keep tuning in to see how we get to King of the Ring. We're coming into the summer months. Jericho win it. Okay. Chris Jericho could be a good King of the Ring. Y2 King. So yeah, we're coming to the summer months. We've got SummerSlam coming up soon.
maybe Viscera will surprise us with the King of the Ring again.
Yes, sir. King Mabel is making a return. So with that, we've covered all of Judgment Day. Let us know in the comments, what was your favorite moment from Judgment Day 2000? Did you like the show? Did you not like it? Let me know. What do you think about the movies that I listed? Are you going to watch one? What is your favorite song? You can tell us anything.
We might be watching one of those movies tonight.
Possibly. You never know. Check us out on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Wherever you get your wrestling jersey.
You could download us too if you don't. I mean, I would tell us to listen to our voices because we're sexy. But if you don't want to listen and you're more of like a visual than auditory person, you could download and like transcribe it and you could read us. Although with the way I talk, some of the words will probably come out wrong. But you could do that.
You could also read along.
You could read along, yeah. And check us out on YouTube. Just search the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. Subscribe, like, hit the notification bell. Keep the community growing. And until next time, till we're back in our time machine. Stay safe. That was a little early. Let's go back. Let's rewind. Stay safe. Stay uncensored.